when it comes to Nigerian team, we always had exciting players. We've always had good reputation in playing in Europe because the talent is there, no doubt about that. We have a very talented team. It's just sad that for some weird reasons this time around, we seem to be struggling to qualify for the World Cup. But when it comes to powerhouses, sometimes there are times where a true powerhouse decline, and there's some time where you have to go for rebuilding. So I think right now Nigeria is just going through the power process of being very low right now because if you think about the talent, you just spoke about a lot of talents playing in Europe. You can tell they're playing good teams and they're playing week in, week out, and they're performing at the top level of playing soccer. But yet it doesn't transcend to the national team. So no doubt there's been a lot of FA issues, coaches switching coaches here and there. But I just think on the larger scale, if we look at everything altogether, Nigeria has not just been fortunate in this qualifying series because we've drawn 4 games and won only 1 game and lost one to opponents. In 5 years ago, you would never ever think about that those teams can withstand the firepower of Nigeria anytime, any day. But they seem to have soccer in Africa seem to have advanced way more than a lot of people might think. And so oppositions are now very difficult to beat. And that's why Nigeria is stuck in this quagmire right now as we find ourselves.
More dicey for the Super Eagles. They missed the 2022 World Cup. It is looking very much likely that they are going to miss this World Cup. The last time we spoke, we were quite optimistic, but unfortunately, we were unable to beat Benin at home in Uyo. In Nigeria's last 5 games, they've won only 2 matches. What do you think is the issue with the Super Eagles team? They've changed coaches. Augustine Eguavon has left. New coach Eric Shaw has been in the helm of affairs. Still, it looks like it's not working out for the Super Eagles with all their firepower. What's the problem?
Like I said, it's an internal issue. It's not about talent. The talent is there. It's just the inconsistency of the team and inconsistency of the FA that is overseeing the team that's causing a lot of problems. Because when you want to play for a World Cup, you see teams normally they're ready to play World Cups. Some start building a team 4 years before the qualification starts. This is preparation to make sure that when the time is right, your team are ready mentally and physically to take advantage and win. But in the Nigerian case, there's always been the opposite because of in-house struggles here and there, But truth of the matter, if Nigeria doesn't win this next 2 games, even if we win the next 2 games, it's still going to be a difficult or a daunting task to qualify for the World Cup. But if we fail to get this last 6 points, we win this win Rwanda at home and beat South Africa away, then that is bye-bye to another World Cup. For Nigeria, it's going to be definitely another disappointing year without a World Cup qualifying.
Well, let's look at the table. South Africa leads with 13 points after 6 games. Rwanda has 8 points after 6 games. Benin also with 8 points after 6 games. Nigeria 4th with 7 points after 6 games. So almost just a point, 1.1 that Nigeria average, Nigeria's average points per game. Lesotho with 6 points after 6 games. Zimbabwe with 4 points after 6 games. Now let's have the squad list on our screens here for Nigeria's squad list for the games against Rwanda and South Africa. Eric Shaw goes with 3 goalkeepers of Adebayo Adeleye, Obasogi Amas, and Stanley Nwabali. For the defenders, he goes with William Trust Ekon, Calvin Bassi, Benjamin Frederick, who is a Brentford player on loan, Samuel, Felix Agu, Bright Osai, Chidozie Awazian returns to the national team after a long time out, and then Bruno Onyemachi and Ola Aina. For the midfielders, Frank Onyeka of Brentford, Alexi Wobi of Fulham, Rafael Onyedika, Dele Bashiru of Lazio, Wilfred Ndidi, and then Christantus Uche, who just moved from Getafe to Wolverhampton Wanderers in the English Premier League. Then for the forwards, we've got Ademola Lukman, who is with Atalanta and battled and looking for a new club. We might speak about him later on. Victor Osimhen, who just moved to Galatasaray permanently. Tolu Arokodare, who moved from Belgium to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Cyril Dresses, who just moved from Rangers to Panathinaikos. Moses Simon, who moved from Nantes to Paris FC. And Samuel Chukwueze, who moved from AC Milan to Fulham. A lot of movements in this team, almost about getting to 8 players have moved within this summer transfer window, which means that your players are hot cake and are being sold by other clubs. But what do you make of this squad heading into these crucial games against Rwanda and South Africa, who are the top two teams in the group.
Well, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a very, very tough, because of the situation Nigeria find themselves. They're very desperate right now. They need those points. Even if those points is not guaranteed that we might qualify, but we need those points to at least give us that opportunity to try in the playoffs. But for me, one of the players newly invited to the team that I'm really excited about is the rotation of Chidozie. He had a little spell here in the MLS, but now he's back in Europe and he got a call. I'm excited that he's back because he's a good defender. He's tested, he's trusted. He played so many games prior to now for Nigeria. So I believe he understands the magnitude of the seriousness of this kind of games, and he'll be up to task to perform. Regardless, the team is solid, very, very solid. The prayer now is deliverance. Can they deliver? That is a big question that we're going to find out when the game commences.